It's time for Cigar Talk, the fastest growing cigar show in the nation. Whether you're a new cigar enthusiast or a cigar aficionado, we have something for everyone, bringing you the best interviews, cigar reviews, and weekly giveaways. So grab yourself a cigar.
It's time to light 'em up.
Welcome back, Cigar Talk. I'm your host, Rob Jones. We have special co-hosts with us again this evening. We have Smokin' Paul. How you doing tonight, Paul?
I'm doing great, Rob. Thanks for having me.
Man, we're appreciative that you would take the time to come over and hang out, smoke cigars, and drink scotch.
Well, really, Rob, come on. What else do I have to do?
Twist your arm, you know. But
I mean, that's my everyday thing.
anyway, let's start out with what we're smoking tonight. I'm going to let you go first.
Well, you gave me this a few minutes ago. It's a Raymond Busso.
Very good smoke. What do you think so far?
I love it. Never heard of it, but I love it.
You know, if I remember correctly, and I got to tell you, it's been a while since I've had one, but it's kind of like a dark chocolatey flavor to it. It's probably about a medium, maybe a medium plus.
I'd say a medium plus.
Okay. Well, you know, for me, it's probably a medium.
Right.
But anyway, it's got a really oily wrapper, real dark wrapper. I'm a fan. I've smoked those for years. They're hard to find, but when you come across one, they're really good.
Well, now that I've smoked one, when I see one in a shop, I will grab it because I've never even seen one before.
Well, and I got to tell everybody at home, we have a special guest hanging out in the studio. We invited him to be on the show, but he was stage fright. But he did come bearing gifts.
He did.
And he brought me a really nice cigar that I haven't had in some time, and it is the Opus X Perfeccionado. And for just you regular guys out there, it's the Opus X Perfection.
Yeah.
But anyway, great smoke.
Yeah,
and,
it is. It is a good smoke.
We're drinking some special scotch. Which scotch is that?
It is a McClellan edition number 5.
Special edition. And let me tell you, if you haven't had it, man, it's good. In fact, I'm about to have to get up and pour me one more glass.
It's good. It's really good.
It's really good. Smooth. I'm getting a little floral accent from it. Is that what you're getting? And you know, I don't normally judge your flavor profiles on scotch. Either, you know what I usually know on scotch is either it's peaty or it's not peaty.
Peaty. Right. That's what I know too. So, you know,
thank you.
If I can't drink it, I mean, that's all I know. I either can drink it or I can't drink it.
Right. Well, and I'll tell you what, last week we had that Springbank, and that stuff's fantastic, but we finished off the bottle.
Yeah, that bottle died.
And you know what I heard about that, too, is I was talking to Ed, and he was saying that bottle has jumped up from $60 to $80. And I still think it's worth it, even at $80. I'm just pissed off.
I'm not surprised, really.
Yeah.
It's good scotch.
I mean,
really
10-year-old, and disappointed it went up, but I'd still pay $80 for it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a good $80 bottle.
So, but anyway, this McKellen with this Opus X is fantastic. Highly recommend both of these. You know, I don't smoke a lot of Opus X, you know, because they're pretty pricey.
Yeah, they are.
But great smoke. You know, we had Liana Fuente on a few weeks ago, and this was her very first cigar.
Really?
Yes. Well,
Wow.
her first full cigar.
Oh, okay.
She had sneaked a lot of puffs from her grandfather when she was growing up.
Right.
But her dad gave her one of these, and he almost did it as a joke because he watched her in the rearview mirror get sick.
Fun times.
Yeah,
Fun times.
so that was a great story.
Oh, man.
Anyway, we got a big show for you guys tonight. We're going to come up with our top 10 picks of boutique cigars. You guys know I love boutiques. Paul loves boutiques. Who doesn't love boutiques?
I pretty much will damn smoke anything.
Well, true. Well, I know that's not quite true.
Well, it's not 100% true.
You stay away from the Altadas aisle.
I do.
You stay away from the General cigar aisle.
That's correct.
I mean, the only thing I've seen you smoke from General is a random, occasional Partagas.
That's true. Partagas Black.
Partagas Black, right.
That's about the only one I smoke of theirs, yeah.
Yeah. And
everything else just leaves me,
Yeah. And, you know, really, I was thinking, you know, I really like the Cristobals. That's General.
Right.
I also smoke some Punch.
Yeah.
I like some of those.
Now, I smoked a Punch a couple weeks ago, actually.
I like the Punch Signature Series. I think that's a great smoke.
I'm not even sure which one I smoked.
Well, the Signature Series is like $7 for a Robusto, and I think it's a solid smoke. And then also the other ones that I like is the CAO flatheads.
Now, you know I smoked flathead.
Right.
Yeah.
And so any of the flatheads, except for the 770, I'm not. That's too big. I'm not sticking something that
That's
big
not
in
even
my
a
mouth.
guy's cigar.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right. So anyway, did you hear on... Let me make sure this is public information. You know what? Okay, you know what? Later on in the show, we'll find out something new that we'll talk about after the interview.
Right. Okay.
Because I don't want to blow it for everybody.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I guess let's talk about McAuliffe for just a minute. You guys know that they're our sponsors, and we are huge fans of the McAuliffe line. My go-to cigar on a daily basis, actually I have two from McAuliffe, is I love the Connecticut every morning with my coffee.
That's a good coffee cigar.
Man, it is a great Connecticut. If you haven't tried one, you got to try it. But then the Medallia, I can smoke that in the morning, the afternoon, the night. I can get up at 2 a.m, come out to the shed and smoke it. I love that stick.
I've seen you smoke quite a few in one day.
Yeah, I like to smoke one a day, but sometimes I get on a roll.
Yes, you do.
But anyway, their line is $4 to $42. So, I mean, it has a price range for every cigar smoker. If you can't afford $4 to $42, you shouldn't be a cigar smoker.
No, get your financial house in order before you start smoking cigars.
Amen, brother. So then that also leads us up to the ambassador program. We talked last week, and I'm number 198. I have a challenge coin from McAuliffe. And so if you go sign up, go by our website, cigartalkpodcast.com, click on the link that says Become a McAuliffe Ambassador. You get a free challenge coin, and it'll have your own personal number. They also include a written certificate that they send to you. And so you get to be part of the group. And they've got some really awesome news coming up next week. I'm going to talk with Amanda. We're going to talk about it on the show. I can't talk about it right now, but you're not going to want to miss it if you're an ambassador. And if you're not an ambassador, go sign up so that you
become
can
ambassadors. There's some cool stuff coming.
Yeah, and this is probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen from any cigar company. So you're going to want to tune in next week to find out what they're doing with their ambassadors. And if you're not one, go become one. So what's your number, Paul?
I believe it's 246. Damn. I keep telling you that. Yeah.
So you're lower than me, too.
Yes.
That is just crazy.
But Brian kicks your ass.
Yeah. I'm just crazy. Now, Francis over here, who's with us tonight, is also a McAuliffe ambassador.
Yes, he is.
And I think he said his number was 329.
329.
So he's pretty low, too.
Yeah.
And I know he signed up I want to say last March. Is that about right?
Yeah.
So he signed up really early, just like you did.
Yeah.
Because we went and did the show at the headquarters last, I want to say late February. Early March.
Yeah.
And so everybody that signed up in that range is somewhere in the 200 range, except for Bryant, somehow got 165.
Brian. It's amazing.
You know what? I think maybe we should inspect his coin closely to make sure.
Maybe he doctored
That's
it.
what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Maybe there's been some tampering. So
let's take a look at that next time.
Have you seen his new coin?
Which one?
His Kansas City football team coin.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I heard rumors, though.
I'm just giving him a hard time.
I know. He's a San Francisco fan.
Hey, do you know why they call the San Francisco team the 49ers?
I know this got to be a trick question,
No,
right?
It's not, because they can't make it across the 50. That's just what I heard. Hey, well, let's get to our top 10 boutique cigars.
Let's do it.
And so I'm going to count these down in a random order. I really don't have, number 1 all the way to 10. It's just my favorite top 10. So my first one is, and I'm a huge fan of Caldwell. I think Caldwell makes some beautiful
you are
sticks.
Huge fan of Caldwell.
And so I don't know if you've had it, but Long Live the King. Have you had that one?
Man, I've smoked some Caldwells, but I'd be lying if I said I smoked that one.
Well, I tell you what, it's a dark, oily wrapper, and I love the bands on these. You've seen the kid with the crown hanging over his eyes. So that's the Long Live the King line. But anyway, I love those. And then my next one. Now, have you had very many Southern Draws?
See, when you were mentioning stuff I don't smoke, you should have said Southern Draw, because I don't.
You don't smoke Southern Draw?
I don't.
You know what? I smoke Southern Draw.
No. Well, let me rephrase that. Don't they make the pig?
No. That's Drew Estate.
Oh, that's Drew Estates. Okay, well, I don't smoke any Southern Draws.
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, let me
Okay,
tell you, when you go in the Leaf, the thing about the Southern Draw is they're a great cigar. The only thing is where they're located, you never see them.
Right.
Because they're on the floor.
Yeah, which is horrible for a cigar shop.
Right. And so I'm disappointed because that's a great cigar. And the one I like is the Jacob's Ladder. You need to try a Southern Draw. That's the one I recommend.
I'll try one.
All right. Now, the other one, and we've been trying to get the founder of this cigar on the show, and I've talked to him. He said he would, but he's just been super busy at the beginning of the year. He said be looking for about March. But anyway, the cigar line is Protocol. Have you heard of the Protocol?
I've never even heard of that one.
Okay. It is made by a company who the founder used to be police department, I believe, out of New York. But anyway, they make the Protocol Themis Lancero. Fantastic cigar.
Ooh, we'll have to smoke one.
Yeah. I picked one of those up, I believe, at Michael's in Keller, Texas.
No, they don't carry that at our local shop.
No, they don't carry that
Okay,
either.
yeah, all right.
The next cigar on the list is the Cornelius and Anthony, the Gent. Have you smoked that?
I've smoked that.
That's
yes.
a great cigar.
That is a great cigar.
And I think that is one of those cigars that I should be smoking more often than I do. I forget about the Cornelius and Anthony just because I don't know where the hell they are in our shop.
I think they're over on the right-hand side.
See, I think
As you
you're
come in?
right. They used to be right when you turn to the left.
Right.
But I think they moved them
I think
around.
they're over there on the right-hand side now.
So I forget about those, but they're a great smoke. If you haven't smoked the Cornelius and Anthony, you definitely got to check those guys out.
Great smokes.
I think they're very underrated. I think that they would be more popular if more people had the opportunity to smoke them.
Free cigars for everyone.
Right. So my next cigar is Room 101, the Farce. Have you ever had that?
The Farce is a good smoke.
That's a great
I have
smoke.
smoked that. Yes.
I got to smoke one of those a couple of weeks ago when I was up at Richardson at the Renegade Lounge. Great lounge, by the way. Have you been up to
I
that
have
one?
not been to that lounge.
Let me tell you, their humidor, I'm just guessing, but I want to say it's probably about 18 feet wide and about 24 feet long.
Nice.
It is huge, and it is packed.
And no cigars on the floor.
No cigars on the floor. In fact, I would say the lowest level is probably about knee level, and then the highest one is probably about 3 feet over your head.
I just take a tall guy with me.
So the next one I've got, and this is one that I've only had one of, but I think it's a cigar definitely worth mentioning. I had one down at the Leaf, and I think that Jay is looking at carrying this line once he gets moved, but we were talking to the cigar rep. Super cool guy, too. I can't remember his name, but just really cool, laid back, handing out cigars. So, I love those kind of guys.
Oh, me too.
So anyway, this is the Ventura cigars. It's the Archetype.
I've smoked that.
Have you? It's
Yes.
got like the little
Yes,
maze
yes,
on the.
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I got that from our friend, the cigar girl.
Who's that? The cigar girl.
Deborah.
Okay.
Deborah,
Yeah.
Deborah brought back some from Florida when she went
Oh, the
last
Big
year.
Smoke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she went down to the Big Smoke last year. She brought some back, and that's what she gave me.
Very nice. I enjoyed it.
Very good cigar.
Yeah. In fact, I think.
Matter of
Jay's
fact,
gonna
I'd like to have some of those.
Right. And then I don't know if you've ever had this. Have you had the La Barber Ricochet?
I had to think about that because
so it's the band that has the straight razor on it. If that helps jog your memory.
Yes. Now
Great
I remember
stick.
that stick. Yes,
Great stick.
I have smoked that.
In fact, I'm pretty much a fan of their whole line. I would love to see us carry those here locally.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
So, and I know we're going through these pretty fast, but we got 10 of them to cover.
Yes,
so
we do.
Hang on tight. And then I love the Sin Compreso. And I probably said that completely wrong, but the selection number 5, and I love anything done by Steve Zacca. Are you a Steve Zacca fan?
I think I am.
I am a huge fan. And here's the thing. Steve Zacca is the one guy to me that is a role model. And the reason I say that is he smokes 10 to 12 cigars a day. That's somebody I can look up to.
Or he can look up to you with your 15 to 18 cigars a day.
I'm in the 6 to 8 range. So a guy,
but you used to be.
Well, yeah, I used to do about 10. That
Okay.
was my max.
Okay, for the listeners, don't let Rob BS you. He used to smoke some cigars, man. Come on.
Now I will say this. On average, I probably used to smoke about 10. I've cut back to 6 to 8 a day.
Yeah. And I cut back.
Now
because I used to be at 8 cigar a day.
Right.
Every day, 8 cigars. I'm now doing 3 to 4 on a good, really good smoke day. And a lot of scotch, I'm a 5 cigar a day. So,
well, that's what I was going to say. The max I've hit was 14 in a day.
I don't even know what the max is.
Well, I
can tell you where my max happened at. Every year, me and some buddies, we go down to Terlingual, Texas, for the International Chili Cook-Off, and it's just a big drunk fest, really.
Now,
there is some chili there.
Where is this?
Terlingual, Texas, down by Big Bend.
Oh, wow.
Way to hell down there.
That sounds like a great time.
Yeah, it is a great time, but it's really just a big drunk fest.
What time of year is that?
It is in November, first weekend of November every year.
We need to go next year.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah, let's do
So
that.
I can tell you my max has happened there because, well, you just stay drunk all weekend. So.
Stay drunk all weekend
and you
don't
smoke.
sleep.
Yeah, and you just smoke. So, I know I probably killed 16 or 18 in a day.
All right. So number 9 is, and I don't know if it's called the DAV cigars or just DAV. Have you seen the band that
I've seen the DAVs.
Yeah.
I have not smoked one of those.
Man, let me tell you, I don't even know who makes those, but it's a great cigar. They sent me some, I want to say, probably about a year ago, and I was blown away. I have not found them anywhere in Texas, but I would love to get a hold of some more because I think that is a knockout cigar. And the one I had was the Aristocrat Robusto. Fantastic cigar. And you've seen the bands. They're like a real navy blue.
Yes, I've seen the bands. We'll have to do some research on that.
Yeah,
see if we can get our hands on some of those.
That'd be a good stick to bring in. Now, the other one, I will say, you always save the best for last.
Well, of course.
I got to go for the best boutique cigar of the year for me is the McAuliffe Medallia. Boom.
Boom.
I mean, when you smoke that cigar, and here's the thing about that cigar, it's so good that when I get to the final third, I start getting sad.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, it's almost over. You know what I mean? And then I have to light up another one.
Right, exactly.
So
I smoked one of those on Tuesday, by the way.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, we recorded the show on Monday.
Yeah.
Tuesday I went to the Leaf, and that's what I smoked.
So let me tell you guys what happened last weekend. Okay, so me and Casey recorded the show on Sunday, and Casey left, and so I got ready to do the editing that night, and somehow on the editing board, I had the effects turned on for my channel, but not Casey's, and Casey sounded great just like he always does, and I sounded like an alien, and I was like, holy shit. So I tried to fix it with some different techniques, and there was just no hope. It was done, and I was just like, this is the first time ever that Cigar Talk will not be released on time. Because, my promise is it'll be released by on Monday by 10 a.m.
Right.
I usually release it that morning somewhere between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. So it's always early.
Right.
I was heartbroken that I did not fulfill my promise to you guys. So I just want to be the first to say I apologize. I made it technical. In fact, I put up on Instagram technical difficulties. The show will not be released on time. And
aliens have invaded and taken over the.
What's funny is the cranky buzzard out of Richardson, Texas, sent me a message, and he goes, "What'd y'all get too drunk?"
Well, possibly.
That wasn't the case. I don't even think we drank that night. We were drinking coffee that night.
Oh,
yeah. So
well, that was the problem. You couldn't manipulate the board properly.
Yeah, I flubbed it, and so we will not let that happen again. So anyway, let's talk about our pick 6 of the week. I'm going to let you go first. You said you've got 3 cigars you want to tell everybody about.
I guess.
Good.
Let's see. I smoked a Christoph 685.
And it's funny because I've been on those.
I know you have. Matter of fact, we're the only 2 people buying them at the Leaf. So
you know what? It's a luxury cigar at a $15 price point. I think it's a bargain.
It is a delicious smoke. And I don't say that a lot about cigars. The word delicious.
Yeah.
It is very nice smoke.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
And what would you say that size, that shape is?
I don't even know. I don't know what you call that. It's tapered at both ends.
It's almost like a cross between a Figurado and a Bellicoso.
Right.
But I don't know exactly what it is.
I don't know what you call it.
I told Ed earlier today that it looked like a Looney Tunes cigar. You know what I mean?
But it smokes so good. It's such a good smoke.
I agree.
I really enjoyed it.
Awesome.
And I wouldn't have smoked it had you not even mentioned it.
Well,
I didn't even know they had them.
Yeah. I think today when I went down, I bought 2 more this morning, one for myself and one for
probably only
Ed.
2 left in the box then.
I think there was 5, so I think there's 3 left.
Okay.
So, all right, what's your number 2?
Oh, let's see. I smoked a McAuliffe Medallia.
Great smoke.
I smoked that on Tuesday, which was fantastic. And of course, lately I've been smoking by the box. My go-to cigar right now is the Oliva V Milanio.
Oh.
It's a damn good smoke, and I do it in either or. I go either Maduro or non-Maduro. It doesn't matter. They're both fantastic.
Now, let me tell you a little story
Francis
quick.
is over there shaking his head. Damn good smoke.
Yeah, I know that's one of his go-tos.
Oh, it's my go-to right now. That's my daily smoke.
But let me tell you something. Are you on Reddit?
I am not on Reddit.
Okay. Are you on Reddit? Okay.
When I read Reddit, my head hurts.
So I'm on Reddit for
honest.
Cigar Talk, and I post cigar pictures, and that's a whole different community over there. Let me tell you what, they are vicious. They are mean-spirited, and they don't like me.
Oh, well, what a surprise. From what I've read on Reddit.
Right?
A lot of reds in there. They don't like anybody.
Well, here's the thing. Is I posted a photo of a Melania V Maduro probably about 6 weeks ago, and a guy posted under my picture, that cigar is the most overrated cigar I've ever seen, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, hey, man, everybody has a different palate, I think it's a great cigar. And then he started raving about something else, and I was just like, wow, these guys are like not very nice. So anyway, what I've noticed is whenever I post pictures, and I like to get creative with my photography.
You do.
Because I used to be a photographer.
Your photos are fantastic.
So the guys that are on Reddit just take a picture of them holding a cigar. And that's just not me. I like to put my skills out there.
Exactly.
So I get a lot of comments about, hey, this isn't a photo contest or blah, blah, blah. And then I posted a cigar picture of the, the Herman's Batch Upman.
Upman,
the 3 cigars in that case.
Right.
And a guy said, well, you're supposed to write a review about the cigars, not just post pictures. And so now whenever I post a picture, I say medium.
I love it. I love it.
So,
Rob, you know me pretty well. Life is too damn short. I don't even go on those sites because, they're such a drag on people, man.
Well,
now I don't want to turn this into something other than a cigar show, but man, that place just makes my head hurt. I don't even go there.
Well, it's funny because, and it's like I posted a photo of one of my cigars with the Cigar Talk poker chip, and a guy commented, product placement. Oh my God. And I was like, I guess I'm used to Instagram. Where
Instagram, man, come on.
And so,
love it.
Anyway, it's been a learning experience, and I'm trying to conform. But when they said I should write a review, it's actually a policy. If you post a picture of a cigar, you have to talk about it and tell about it. So I just been doing one-word reviews.
Well,
medium.
That's a good review.
I was like,
well, me and reviews,
because I don't care.
We were talking about earlier today. Okay. Hate to kick anybody in the nads, but some of these YouTube reviewers, come on, give me a break. an hour's worth of, I'm now taking off the wrapper. I'm now warming the lighter. Give me a break. I mean, come on.
Whoa.
Whoa.
F-bomb. I'll have to put a
edit
buzzer
that
on
out
that.
there.
Yeah. So,
but
no, I'm with you. I mean, let's not take all this too serious.
Yeah.
You know what?
I mean, life's too short.
Because really, when it comes right down to it, I love good cigars. But what's most important to me is the community. And so even on Reddit, it's like, you know what? I'll tell you this. This is really funny. On Reddit, I've had 2 different people invite me to private groups.
Oh.
Because they like what I'm doing.
Right.
But out in the open, everybody knows they get like pounded by all these. And I'm like, I don't know what kind of guys these are that are doing this, all this negativity. You know what I mean?
It's too negative.
This is what I'm smoking. And if you like it, like it. And if you don't, that's cool too.
Another example tonight. You like that Alec Bradley.
Rare and fine.
Rare and fine.
And you don't.
I don't like it. And it's not the price point. It's $22, but it's just not my thing. But here's the great thing about cigar smokers. That's okay.
Exactly.
But if I posted that on some kind of forum like that, I'd get my ass beat up.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It really is.
And, you know, it's a learning curve. And did I tell you that I joined TikTok also?
Oh, I didn't know that. That's a
you
new
been on
one
there?
for me. No, never been on there.
Totally. I mean, I don't get it. I guess I'm old. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like Instagram, but it's all videos.
Okay.
And so, you know, I've got a face for radio.
Yes, you do.
So, you know, it's not my best format.
Right.
So I do some like a few creative videos of the cigars. But anyway, it's kind of fun. Let me tell you, the thing about TikTok is if you want to waste an hour of your day, go on there because that's what happens. You get sucked into watching stupid videos.
I'll go watch cat videos.
Exactly. It's a lot like that. So anyway, you know what? How many cigars have you said? Did you do all 3?
I did 3.
Okay.
I did the.
Well, we got off on a tangent.
I know we did. That wasn't on the board, by the way. I did the Christoph 685.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Great.
I did
the medallion.
I did the medallion from McAuliffe, and I did the Oliva Milanio.
That's right. Okay, well, excellent. Well, you know, I'm going to go out because I smoked a lot of cigars I normally don't smoke this week, and I've really been trying to smoke some different cigars. And one of the cigars I smoked this week, and I posted a picture of it, was the 1926 80th year anniversary.
Ooh.
Dude, that was
yummy.
Nice.
That is a good smoke.
That was really nice. It was the first time I had the 80th.
Oh, you haven't had that one
No.
yet? Oh, man. You should smoke more of those.
Yeah, and
they're really good smoke.
It's the Bellicoso, and
Yes.
it is fantastic. And so in fact, I had that with coffee. I want to try another one with some scotch because even though it was great with the coffee, I was thinking the whole time, I wish I had scotch with this cigar.
Right.
It was that good.
We should keep a flask in your pocket like I do.
So anyway, the next cigar that I smoked, and this is one that's a little bit different for me, but I smoked the Alec Bradley post-embargo. Have you had that one?
I've had that one, yes.
You know, that is a good smoke to me. I think it's underrated. I think that you get a lot of like medium spice throughout the stick, but then they throw in some other flavors like, you know, some leather, some earth and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm not going to get into like all the taste notes that I taste, but I think that is a very good stick. And I really like the box press on that particular stick. And then the last cigar I actually went and smoked today at the Leaf, and it was another Padron, but it was the 1964.
Yeah.
And it was the Corona size. Have you had one of
those?
those?
Yeah.
Great little stick. I had that with coffee, and I think they had the, it wasn't the Sumatra today. You know what I got to think? I think it was the Costa Rican.
Oh, I love their Costa Rican.
Yeah, in fact, while I was there, I bought a bag of Costa Rican. That's what they were having. Now, remember,
what are we drinking tonight?
We're drinking the Costa Rican.
Okay.
And then I also bought a bag of Zimbabwe because they were out of Sumatra. So, I love, really, those are my three favorites.
Right, I know.
And so you can't go wrong with those.
No.
So that's my three for the week. That's our pick 6. We've got Gus and Billy, the founders of Artesano Tobacco. You know them as the guys who brought you the Viva La Vida cigar. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hey guys, thanks for hanging through the break. We have 2 very special guests with us tonight. It's been a year now since I met these guys, and they are blowing it up in the cigar industry. I have the co-founders, Billy and Gus, together. They're brothers up out of New York. How are you guys doing tonight, Billy and Gus?
Very, very well. Thank you, Rob. Thank you. Hi, everyone. This is Gus.
Hi, everybody. This is Billy from Viva La Vida Cigars.
I want to talk about the journey of Viva La Vida Cigars. I mean, you actually sent me one of the pre-releases, Billy, and I got to enjoy that. So I've kind of felt like I was in the journey or part of the journey, and seen how you guys have just taken this journey and exploded on social media. I mean, there's a buzz all the time when people talk about Viva La Vida. So is this where you thought it would be at this point in time, or is it just completely blown you guys away?
I mean, thank you first for seeing it the way you saw it and our attention. As you know, everybody, that we were in retail for 25 years, and different companies released their cigars to us in their traditional way of when the cigar comes in, we just take it and try to sell it. Our attention was to involve everybody as much as we can, friends, cigar stores, people on Instagram, to see the blend that we are trying to accomplish and design with AJ Fernandez. So the idea was to release the pre-release cigars beforehand and get their comments and their review on these cigars before we commit to a certain blend. And a lot of people love this concept. They felt they're part of the family. They're part of creating this brand, the Viva La Vida brand. And it was also an experiment to us to see for our future projects how the best way to do it. And I think it worked out just fine.
Well,
you see, Rob.
Yeah, go ahead,
from
Gus.
From my end, Rob, this is what I'm going to add to it. Your question is very important. And when you put yourself in a position, creating something, business thing, you have no idea how far you're going to go. All you do is you wish for the best. But I have to add one thing here. The organization that we are working with, which is the AJ Fernandez organization, it will add, and it did add, a great plus to what we did. And that alone pushed this line and our idea to those levels. And I do thank you for seeing that. Obviously, you did see in a very short period of time how far did we go. It's very, very important to say that AJ and his organization did a tremendous job with us. Adding like the people in the States here, which is Omar and Frankie. Those are the guys who running the North America company here. They take care of everything. And they are the best 2 people to work with. They do everything possible to make sure that the business is running smooth, the line is going in the right direction, and they both committed, they both dedicated, they give 110% to the business, to the company, to the name, to the brand, more than anyone else. For that reason, I'm going to say thank you, guys. I have to thank them. They're doing such a great job. Omar and Thank you, guys.
Well, and I'll tell you this, guys. I mean, I I mean, as soon as you have AJ's stamp on your brand, you know that you're going to be successful. But I'll say this also, just 3 months ago, AJ decided to take you guys on nationally.
Correct.
That's right.
So let me tell you from my perspective, what that tells me is AJ's blended a lot of cigars, and this is a special cigar that you guys came up with. And I mean, there's lots of people making great cigars out there, and AJ's not bringing them on board. That is a testament to you guys as well. It shows your work ethic, your ideas. And, you know, when I was smoking with Hector last week, we were smoking the Viva La Vida. And one of the things that we were talking about was, I said, you know, here's the thing about the Viva La Vida cigar. Nothing that is associated with this cigar or represented by this cigar is by accident. You guys thought every step through, from the Viatolas that you wanted to put out, the flavor blends you wanted to put out, all the way down to the artwork of the band, the artwork on the boxes. And so I want to say hats off to you guys, because you guys left no stone unturned when you guys decided to go to work and build this cigar.
Thank you, Rob. And thank you again. Look, it is true what you're saying. And the way it happened that, you know, AJ came to us and he said, the blend that he created for us, that we worked together on it, it fit perfect his portfolio. And he wanted to distribute it in the States because it fit exactly his portfolio. And it comes to show you that he cares a lot about what he sells. He cares a lot about the brands that he has. And he cares about the people that will represent his line here in the States. So it took him a long time to find a person like Omar and Frankie and Hector, and, you know, and the list goes on and on. And he realized that this blend works perfect with his portfolio that he's trying to sell at the States.
Yeah, and then he didn't just throw a team together. I mean,
correct. It took him a long time.
Yeah, he put together great pieces. Like you're saying, Omar and Frankie, and even meeting Hector. I mean, these are not just random people that he assembled as a team. And when I think of AJ, I don't even think of team. I think of family, because
yes,
you know, that's something we were talking about last week. One of the things that I love about what AJ did was whenever he had every worker at the factory come out and stand out front and do a big photo. And it was like, that's not really a photo of your workers. That's a family photo. You know what I mean?
Correct. You're right. That's what type of person he is.
Yeah. So, I mean, to be associated with him is fantastic, and now be partners with him in distribution is just amazing. I wish you guys much success. And I know you're probably blown away with how much success you've had, because I see you guys everywhere. And I don't mean just you guys, but your cigars, the Viva La Vida, the different sizes you have now, and the Lancero. So, I mean, you guys have really expanded in a short amount of time.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, Rob. Thank you again. As you discovered, and obviously, you know, you've seen this, you're a businessman. You know, you asked this question about how hard we did work. You know, it's a combination of 25 to 28 years of hard work, dedication, focus, and it's all about the service. From the retail part of it that we came from to this, we believe in one thing: how to present ourselves in a respectful way between us and the consumer. And we don't take anything for granted. You know, this will show, this will exude, and this will tell the other part that those are the right elements, the right people to do business with, to do the project with. And they realize, and we know that, you know, we are so honest with everything we do. Our aim is to make sure that our brand is nothing but the best in the hands of everyone. And we want everyone to enjoy it, and we want everyone to respect it as well.
Well, I think you've accomplished that for sure. And so let me ask you this. Are you guys going to the PCA this year?
Yes, we will.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking at my calendar to see if I can go. I would love to be able to go and come up there and meet you guys and hang out and enjoy some cigars for sure.
We will be looking forward for that, for sure, Rob.
Well,
Correct.
I'll definitely let you know if I'm going to be able to make it. So let me ask you this. Is there any new product development on the way this year, or is that a secret?
Well,
Rob, I like your questions, man. I do.
we're gonna give you we're gonna give your listeners a small secret.
All right, lay it on me, Billy.
Okay, we are working on a project for the 500 Club, which is to celebrate all the clients that they enjoyed the cigar, Viva La Vida Cigars. And basically what happened, we created those patches, the family patch and the 500 Club patch. And people who has those patches, they became our review guys. They test our blends. And we asked them about 6-7 months ago what size they like to have Viva La Vida in, a special size. So 75% they wanted 6x60 box press, and the rest they were figurados and whatever, different shapes. So we chose the 6x60 box press. We are working on it, and it's gonna be a box press 6x60.
I think that is fantastic. And I'm going to be honest with you. When you said 6x60, I kind of went, oh, but then when you said box press, you got me. Because I tell you what, usually the 6x60 is too big for me, but in the box press, I actually like that. So I think you really did well by taking a consensus from your 500 Club. So,
Correct.
Wow, I'm excited about that.
Thank you.
I'm glad.
And you're gonna see the wrapper. It's the same thing, Habana Oscuro, but the way we fermented it, it's totally different than the regular line, and it is oilier, it is creamier, it is chocolatey.
Yeah.
More.
Oh, very nice.
You know, Rob, when you have that like precious tobacco in those barns and they are aging, and then you use a certain secretive techniques. I'm not gonna say what kind of techniques. You know, whatever is in that leaf, the secretion comes out, and the lactose, glucose start to shape and color leaf in a different color. It becomes oily. So when you grab that stick and smoke it, that cigar, and light it, the flavors, the aroma, everything in it is tremendous. The intensity of the flavors, whether it's chocolate or espresso or like a sweet caramel, it will like get more intense the further you smoke into that cigar. It is going to be a tremendous cigar. I'm looking forward for the IPC to meet you there and smoke that cigar with you, Rob. For
Absolutely,
sure. You'll be
man.
blown away.
I'm super excited just thinking about it, to be honest with you. Now, is the wrapper going to be more coarse or is it going to be more smooth?
Secret.
Ah, well, see,
Secret. You have to discover that yourself.
Fair enough. I appreciate you just coming on and telling everybody about it, because I'm super excited about it. I can't wait. So you're going to have that out before the PCA or in time for the PCA?
We're hoping before, and you cannot rush time. And if
Absolutely.
AJ gave us the okay for when it is ready, then we're gonna release it. But it has been rolled, packed in box press, and it's been aging for long time now.
Sitting and like resting in barns and waiting for the right time to ship.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah,
Well, I'll tell you
yeah.
what, that's some pretty exciting news, and
Oh,
so
yes.
I cannot wait. I'm so happy for you guys because let's back up for just a minute. So you two are brothers, and y'all immigrated to the United States from where?
We came from Lebanon.
You came from Lebanon,
Yes.
and
we
then
came,
you opened a store here after working here. You opened up your own, basically like a convenience type store. Is that correct?
yeah, no, we were selling T-shirts, hats.
Oh, so you're selling
Like in New York.
everything.
Yeah. So we were selling like in New York paraphernalia, which is hats, T-shirts for tourists.
Rob, you know, like Manhattan, New York, well, you know exactly. If I tell you it's downtown, the Village, you know the area.
To
it's
be honest
downtown.
with you,
So anyway, it's
No.
it's a tourist area, and you have millions of people that come into that spot. And just to explain about the business that we were running at that point, you know, it's when you come to New York, you have to buy a piece from New York. So it could be a Statue of Liberty statue.
Right.
It could be a hat. It could be a shirt. It could be any of those things. And we carried cigars at that time, and we were smokers. We smoked cigars. We had them in cases, but we did tobacco and everything. And it was a very, very nice, successful business. And then in '93, when the magazine came up, you know, we had a few places downtown the Village. We sold them, and then we went uptown, and we opened the first cigar inn on 70th and First, and that's like '94, right? And this is when we had the lounge, we had the humidor, we had everything, and that was our first cigar store, a legit cigar store, official cigar inn. We started from that time, and then in 2007, we did the cigar inn on Second Avenue, and that carried and held the first and the only Cigar Aficionado licensed lounge and also humidor.
wow.
And
Yes. And in 2014, 15, I think, Casa de Monte Cristo came, they bought us. And then we focused now more on the wholesale of Viva La Vida Cigars.
Well, and you know, I meet lots of people because of the show that tell me that their dream is to open their own cigar shop. And so, you know, I've never done it, but the advice that I give, if that is something that you truly think that you want to do, I highly recommend that you go work at a cigar shop and get the feel of it and start learning. And then, you know, after a year or two, then you have a better understanding of what it would be like to actually own one. And then you can kind of decide if that's really what you want to do. And at the same time, you gain experience. But you guys have actually done it and been successful. So what would you guys recommend if someone came to you and said, hey, man, we're really wanting to open a cigar shop?
I will tell him exactly what you said. Go work for in a place that, you know, get an experience, see if this is something that works for you, because you're going to have,
it's a commitment.
you know, it's a commitment.
Right.
Like any other business, whatever you do, any type of business, you have to be there personally, physically, mentally. You have to be in the place. And if something, this is truly what you want to do, go for it. Don't let anybody tell you cannot or you shouldn't or whatever. Just go for it and do it.
Well, you know, and I've had a lot of people say the best way to ruin something that you love is to turn it into your job. So that's why I tell people, go work in a cigar shop. Make sure that's something that you really love, you know, because we all love going and hanging out at a cigar shop and smoking, but that's not running a cigar shop.
Yes.
Well said, Rob. That's true. You know what? I have to add what you said, just this. You know, you could tell when you work in any place, when you wake up in the morning and you look forward to go to that job, and it doesn't matter what kind of job, this means you're going to be successful.
Right.
If you wake up in the morning and you're miserable, thinking about going there and saying what kind of day it is, it's not the right job, not the right business for you. You have to be passionate, you have to be focused, and you have to look forward for the next day to come and work. And I'll tell you one thing, for 28 years, the brothers, we were working almost 22 hours a day. Not because we worked like...
because we enjoyed it.
Right.
This is exactly what it is. You have to love the people. You have to love the service. You have to love the public. And you know what? You have to have some passion toward it. I love smoking cigars. I love being in that industry. And I love being around the people. And that's exactly what it is. And as you said, you have, as a person, you have to try it and see if you will really like that particular job. You are married to the shop. You are married to the business. You have to be there.
Yeah, and Rob, you gave them the best solution for
Advice.
and the best advice. And this way, they don't do something and then they realize, oh my God, I made a big mistake.
Right.
Because it's a lot of money and it's a big commitment. And this way, you know, you go, you try it, you work and you gain experience, and then you decide. Then
Right.
it is 100% you're sure to open a cigar store.
Yep.
Well, one of my mentors told me that if you're always looking forward to the weekend or you're always looking forward to vacation time, then you're not in the right line of work. And,
Correct.
you know, I'm a little bit different than that because I have my regular job and then I have Cigar Talk. I can't wait for the weekend or when I'm off. I work 40, 50 hours a week, but I can't wait for my off time so I can work on Cigar Talk. So I understand that completely. If you're just wanting, you know, your next weekend or your next time off, then you're probably not doing what you love doing.
I agree with you 100%. 100%.
So tell me about like Viva La Vida. How well has Viva La Vida done as a cigar? I mean, like what parts of the country is Viva La Vida available in now?
We are, you know, thankful and grateful for whatever position right now Viva La Vida is in. And we sell it basically, as you know, in only brick and mortar stores. And it's in all United States, basically.
Yeah, and I love that you guys sell Viva La Vida in brick and mortar stores only. I think that's fantastic. It gives back to your roots. It supports the industry. It supports the mom and pop retailer shops. And I mean, hats off for you guys doing that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rob.
Thanks. You know, like Rob, this is one thing that you've seen, and obviously other people who are in your position as well could see that our dedication and support for those business, the moms and pops, like the way we were ourselves. We were in their position, and we knew exactly from the tax part, from the internet part, and everything that has to do with the pricing on your shelves, in your humidor, versus someone who's buying it online, and they come and they start like arguing with the owners. How come your cigar is this price and I could get it for this? And you have to sit and you have to explain to them. That's why our aim from the beginning was, and this is one of our core thing. We have to make sure it is a brick and mortar, because when we go to those places, we want to see them successful. We want them to be successful and succeed. I don't want to do a mass production like everyone else and start putting things everywhere. No, you know, we have a different passion toward it, and we want everyone to enjoy it and be successful as well. This is my take about the brick and mortar.
And the other thing also, Rob, is once you start doing like mass production, you destroy the quality of the cigar, and the brand will lose its image. It will lose its clients, which is the stores, and also clients that they buy the brand. So that's why we keep our production extremely small. Every month or 2 months, we get a small shipment that we spread it in the United States, because it's so important to us is the construction of the cigar, the quality of the cigar, the taste of the cigar. And having also, AJ, as you know, his construction and his dedication is unbelievable. His office here also, from Omar and Frankie and all the sales reps that they have, from Brad and JC, they all test our cigars and their cigars. And if there is any problem, also we do tests too. Right away, the shipment will stop and go back to Nicaragua.
Oh, okay.
Not only Viva La Vida, it could be San Lutano, it could be Bellas Artes, New World, any of them. If there is a problem with it, the whole shipment will go back.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, do you talk to Frankie very often?
Yes.
So
yeah.
next time you talk to Frankie, ask him if he's scared to come on my show.
Actually, to tell you a little bit about Frankie is extremely, busy with all these stuff. He
So listen,
he loves to do his work behind the scenes.
Oh, I know. And here's the thing. I'm only saying that because I know he listens to the show. So, Frankie, come on.
no, Rob, Frankie's not afraid. He is a down-to-earth kind of guy. And the amount of work that they do, himself and Omar, in the office there, you will be surprised. You go there, they are like machines.
Yeah.
They will be doing 500 things a second.
Really?
So, to tell you about Frankie, there is nothing to be afraid of. He is running a huge commitment. He doesn't have time to come maybe on the show or anything. Maybe he doesn't have enough time.
Well, my goal.
You know what? I'm gonna ask him.
Ask him because I'm gonna keep pestering him until he comes on. That's how I do it.
Yeah. He will eventually.
And let me tell you, man. He is funny. He is energetic.
Oh, I see him online. I think he looks like he's just like so much fun to be around.
I think if he comes to your show, man, it's going to be like one of the best shows you're going to have.
I don't doubt that at all.
He's hilarious.
Well, what's funny is
I know Frankie before even AJ.
Oh, really?
Go back, he's in the industry for so long. And then he's a great guy to be around. You will have fun. He throw jokes but they busy. Busy.
Well, what's funny is we had Hector on the show last week, and I told Frankie that Hector was going to be on the show, and he said his nickname is El Guapo. And so whenever I met with Hector didn't know that I knew that. So that was a lot of fun.
I don't know why they changed it. It used to be El Chapo. El Guapo.
Well, I'm just a poor white boy from Texas, so I could be mispronouncing that.
Okay.
No. I think the office changed it, not you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but in the beginning it was El Chapo. So then they saw another movie, I think, and they said, "Oh, he looks like El Guapo."
Well, we are. Hector is actually planning on coming through Abilene pretty soon, so we're going to be able to get back together and enjoy some smokes. I just had a real nice pleasure time to hang out with him and enjoy a couple of cigars.
Swear to you, man. I wish we were with you guys. I want to meet you and meet him. I talked to Hector a lot on the phone, and I never met him personally, but he sounds really great too.
Look, Rob. This is Hector, the guy that we didn't meet, and we like him so much. But also, we have to mention Brad, Johnny C, and Kyle as well. All those guys on the team as well. They doing such a great job, right? So you met Hector, you like him. Wait and see when you meet the others as well.
Well, I can't wait.
They are so good for the organization. We are so happy that we know them and we work with them. They work with us. It's great. It's great.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome, man. Well, I am so happy for you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. I mean, I feel like we're family, just how much I've talked to you over the last year. And just to see, I love your story. Immigrants to the United States. You come over here, you roll up your sleeves, you go to work, and you basically have been living the American dream. And what I mean by that is you didn't come over here with money in your pockets. You came over here with sweat on your brow, rolled up your sleeves, and went to work, and your success story. And I love that, because this is America, where anybody can accomplish something if they put in the work.
Yes, Rob. Let me tell you one thing. It's one of the greatest nations on this planet. And, you know, I am an example with my brother. And as you said, we came here, we found ourselves, our identity, and this country gave us nothing but gratitude. And we are so proud. We are so happy. You work hard, you sweat, you get results. And this is all I'm going to tell you. It is one of the best things I have experienced in my life.
Well, that's awesome, man, because I agree 100%. You know, if you want to do something, roll up your sleeves and get after it. And that's what it takes.
You're right. You're right.
So,
and this is everybody should be proud of. Honestly, people who live in the States, they could do it. And the American dream is
alive and well.
Is alive and well. And there is no other country in the whole world could do like what the States here give you.
I agree.
You know, and we went to school here, we went to college, and we work extremely hard. And I know millions and millions of people, they do the same thing. And everybody is so happy for you, for your success, for your accomplishment. And anytime there is somebody need help, everybody will run and help that person. And there is no other country and society will do something like this, no matter what. Other countries, if you belong to that country, then they help you. If you don't, they do not help you.
Right.
This is the difference between the United States and other countries.
Everywhere
and
else.
We are blessed and grateful for that.
Amen, brother. Well, hey, man, I want to say thank you for coming on the show again, and I can't wait to see the 6x60 box press. That really has me excited, man. It really does.
Thank you, Rob. Have a beautiful night, you and the listeners. We please, all of you, smoke well and be safe, and good night, and this is God.
All right, guys.
As well, listen, from my end, for you and for everyone who's listening, thank you so much for your support. Thank God for this country and for us for us here as well. Without this country, we won't be able to be with you on the phone now and on your show. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Hey, man, that's great, guys. And again, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show. You know, we love everything you guys do. And if there's ever anything that we can do for you, feel free to reach out at any time.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, guys, y'all take care and have a good night. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed hearing from Billy and Gus from Artesano Tobacco. Really proud of those guys for what they've done. And how about that new cigar size they're going to come out with, the Viva La Vida, a 6x60, which I was kind of skeptical, but then they said it's going to be a box press.
Oh,
that's going to be nice.
That is going to be nice.
You know, if it was just a regular 6x60, I'd be disappointed. But when you make it a box press, that changes the whole game.
It does.
You know, it reminds me of, and I'm sure, you know, it's going to be different, but the flathead 6x60, which I'm a fan of, I can't wait to smoke the Viva La Vida in that size.
Oh, me too.
So anyway, guys, it's that time for the AJ giveaway. If you haven't registered for our weekly giveaway, go by cigartalkpodcast.com and click on the register button. All you got to do is give us your name and email address, and you'll be in the drawing every single week. And then once we call your name, you have until the following Sunday at 1800 Central. That's 6 p.m. for you non-military guys. And anyway, this week is Ryan Van Sickle.
All right.
Congratulations, Ryan. You're the winner of 2 AJ Fernandez cigars straight out of the Cigar Talk vault.
You will not be disappointed.
Not at all. So here's the deal. You're the winner. You have to send me an email that says, I'm the winner, and then I will send you your cigars as long as you give me your address. So
You
that's
gotta
how-
have the address.
Yeah, it's that easy. So make sure you go by and register. If you haven't registered, we give a giveaway every single week. We've partnered up with AJ Fernandez. You guys know I'm a huge fan of just about everything AJ does. I don't know of a cigar that AJ's blended that I'm not a fan of.
Well, you know,
I know you're a
we
huge
cover
fan.
we
Yeah.
cover it every time I'm
Yeah.
on the show.
You're a
I am like, well, I said it last time. I probably have smoked more AJ Fernandez cigars than AJ Fernandez.
I doubt that.
Maybe not, but I'm a close second.
Yeah, so anyway, we just want to say thank you to AJ Fernandez for partnering up with our giveaway. We love AJ Fernandez cigars. I've been a big fan for years, and I know that I met Paul, and Paul buys AJ Fernandez by the box.
Absolutely.
So, and what's your favorite AJ?
Man, I can't even answer that, Rob, because
Right now, mine's the Enclave.
because I smoke them all.
The-
I really do, and I don't just smoke the brand AJ Fernandez.
Anything
I
that's
smoke
blended.
anything he's blended
Yeah.
by AJ
Yeah.
Fernandez. I mean,
Well, I'll
I'm
tell
all
you-
over it.
I'll tell you this, and this is a cigar I bet you haven't had.
Oh,
Did you know he did a blend in conjunction with Caldwell?
well, I knew that.
Oh, you did know that?
I knew that. I have not smoked it,
It's a
but I knew
great-
it.
it's a
I'm
great
going to get
cigar.
my hands on one.
It's a great cigar. They have them up at the Renegade.
Right. I have to go to the Renegade
Yeah.
to get one.
You guys know that I'm a huge fan. We have our home shop, The Leaf, but if I'm going to Dallas, I go to the Renegade.
Right.
You got Brennan Hayes there. He owns the place. He has a humidor that's like, I want to guess it's probably like 18 feet by 24 feet, and it is packed. Go by there, say hello to Brandon, say hello to Shorty. Shorty actually has his own blended cigar. He gave me one when I was
It's
up
the
there.
Shorty.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the Shorty. And let me tell you, that was a great cigar. So,
Right on.
Shorty, if you hear this, I just want to say thank you. I really enjoyed the cigar. I'll see you next time I'm up there. That's where I go smoke whenever I'm in that part of the Dallas.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm up anytime.
I'm up. Let's go.
Let's make, you know what?
You know,
Let's-
my schedule's kind of open.
yeah. So let's do that. Let's make a trip up to Renegade. We'll do a show there and just have a good time, hang out.
Let's do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of great guys up at that lounge too. So, and you know what? We'll get Hector from AJ to meet us over there.
Awesome.
El
Guapo.
Yes. So anyway, Ryan Van Sickle, congratulations. Send me your email information, your address, and I'll get those cigars right out to you, man. I hope you enjoy them. Anyway, guys, I want to let you know that we do have the Cigar Talk store now online. We are offering the ball caps with our logo on it, and we also have the four-finger, what is it?
Coffee mug.
Coffee mug, yeah.
Man, I got one right here.
Hey, you're now drinking coffee. I'm still drinking scotch, so that's why I was a little hesitant.
I'm jumping between the two. So.
Right? Anyway, this is fantastic scotch.
This is great scotch. And
Yes.
thanks, Francis, for
Francis.
bringing the scotch.
Yes. You know what? We should have Francis over for every show. That would be
Yes.
great.
Yeah, he brought cigars too,
And
by the
scotch,
way.
yeah, I
He
mean-
did bring us cigars, which he didn't have
You
to.
know what? He is the perfect example of the cigar community. You know what? He shows up. He brings cigars. We all trade cigars.
Yes.
And that's what the cigar community is all about. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, anyway, guys, next week we have a special guest that's going to be on the show. We're going to have Amanda on, and she's going to tell us about a really cool thing that McAuliffe is doing. I'm excited. I can't tell you any more than that because I've been sworn to secrecy, and if I tell anyone, they're going to make me take a new dog, and I don't want a new dog.
Well, I'll take the dog.
Do we? Hey,
Because you know I have 6.
dude, I know, and I know someone who has a dog for you.
Oh, well, I'll take it.
All right.
But,
Dan Thompson, the president of McAuliffe, you heard it right here live. Paul will take a dog.
Well, listen to this. I don't know all the details, but don't miss next week's show because you want to listen to what Rob's got to tell you.
Yeah, it's very
As a
cool.
McAuliffe ambassador, I know a little bit. I don't know everything, but it's going to be great.
It's cool, isn't it?
It is cool.
So I've kind of told Paul a little bit about it, but he's too drunk to repeat it. So the secret's safe with Paul.
I'm sleeping in the recliner tonight.
That's right. So, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you next week. Till then, keep smoking.